Peace to the collective. I haven't heard anything back from the UN yet, but as soon as I do, I will definitely announce it. The Great Spirit wanted me to share a story with you. Back when I was going to school, I was about 23 at the time. I was going to school out in Maryland. And that day I was waiting for the bus along with a group of other people, waiting for the bus to take us back to the campus. So this dirty pale-faced man, at first I thought he was a bum. This dirty pale-faced man was walking down the block, and he stopped in front of all of us, and he had turned around, and you know, his pants was soiled, his shirt was soiled, he had some dirty work boots, and his hair was like greasy, long hair, had a big stomach, kind of, you know. Well, anyway, he had asked me for a cigarette, and he just kept staring at me, and I started to become offended by, you know, him, the way that he was staring at me. You know, in Philly, we don't stare at people. You know what I mean? It's like it's offensive, especially in Philly. You know, and you know, most major cities is like that. You know what I mean? People don't really like you to be staring at them. You know, and I was a little offended behind him staring at me. But anyway, he wound up asking me for a cigarette, and he was still staring, and I was getting ready to say something, and I guess he seen that I was getting ready to say something to him, and he immediately came out after he got the cigarette from me. Immediately came out and said, "You're not black." So all the people that were standing there waiting there at the bus stop with me, they were looking at me, and I looked at them, and they were looking at me like, "Is this man crazy?" You know what I mean? So when he said it, my response in front of everybody was, I know I'm not black. He said, "You do?" I said, "Yeah. I've known about my Indian heritage for quite some time." He said, "Yeah, you're Indian. You're not black." So upon him saying that, he started to tell me that he built circus tents all over the world. He's built circus tents. He works for a circus, and he builds circus tents. And he said that he was building circus tents on a Indian reservation in Dover, Delaware. And he said the reason why he said that I wasn't black is because I looked just like the Indian people in Dover that lived on the reservation in Dover, Delaware. I look exactly like those people. And he said, upon him saying that, he also asked me, he said, "What is your last name?" And I said, "My last name is Swain." He said, "You don't even have you don't even have a European last name." He said, "Swain is an Indian last name." And I said, "Yeah, I know." You know, and so after that, you know, that kind of reinforced, you know, I was sharing this, you know, I'm just sharing this because the Great Spirit had you know, wanted me to share this with those that know thyself, you know, and I don't, you know, like I said before, this information is, you know, is not for people that are claiming a different identity. I mean, if you are claiming a different identity, then, you know, that's your prerogative. That's your business. I'm not sharing this with those that feel like they're other than Indigenous American Indian. You know, so I just wanted to share that with you. You know, of course, I'm at work right now, and I got to get ready to clock in. So, peace and blessings to the collective. You know, as soon as I get, you know, word back from the UN, I would definitely announce that. So peace and blessings to the collective, and I'll talk with you guys real soon. All right, peace.